So here's what we're going to talk about. And there's going to be timestamp for them if you want to check something specific. Okay? Okay. Should you use penalty neutralizations or null panic? Which one is better? Well, what if I tell you that having one doesn't mean the other is useless? What would you think? We were led to believe that if you had one, the other was useless, but allow me to show you why would you want both effects. Okay? So in this example, I'm going to use my refined Lull, who neutralizes penalties on his attack and speed, and has chill attack, so he's targeting his attack, and Veronica is going to give him attack and speed plus 6. So we're going to see Lull is doing 40 times 2. Okay. Now, what if we add panic? It's the same, we're only adding panic. Now he's doing 36 times 2. He's doing less because his attack is getting panic. What if we stack it with null panic? Kerek's weapon is going to give him null panic and also neutralizes penalties, but it doesn't matter in this case right now. He's going to give him plus 6 attack and speed, so it's going to be the same. The only difference is that he's gaining null panic. He's back to 40 times 2. So what I think what the devs had in mind is that penalty neutralizations makes that foes cannot make your stats lower than their bases, or at least the white numbers or yellow. But the problem arises when you panic a buff. Since the buff is considered now a penalty, it's going to neutralize it. It's not going to bring it back to the positive status that you've been. So my point is that it's going to bring you back to your neutral status. It's never going to bring you back to your positive status with stat buffs. And that's a problem. Now, if I were to ask you, who do you think is the unity counterpart? As in the positive equivalent to unity negative effect. Like, unity is using your debuffs to gain more stats. Which one does the opposite? For the longest time, I thought it was penalty neutralization, because I used to think that it will use all your penalties and bring you back to positive, but as I proved you, that's not the case. The actual answer is bonus doubler, but there is a funny interaction with bonus doubler. There's many ways to counter bonus doubler, and if I had to point out when or how, I just want to have a way to counter bonus stats. It probably has to do with the play tones. They were such a huge thing at the beginning of the game with Nino, with Tarjam, but that's just my thoughts. I don't want to do the research because this isn't about exactly the play tomes, and it's not exactly a history essay. This is mostly about penalty neutralization and the misconceptions the community has, and I'm here to try to tell you how to use it better. But anyway, back to topic. The introduction of bonus doubler happened with legendary Roy back in February of 2019. Even though I thought it was from now, but it happened the same year, so the skill kind of felt dead on arrival because we already have like Hanny staffs, like Maria is a staff from Gen 1, I think. Yeah, Maria's from Gen 1, and her basic staff is the Panic staff. We have dual effects like dual range. Dual range was more common, but there were also like Divine Naga that neutralizes void bonuses, so effectively the dual effect. And not long after the bonus doubler was introduced, we got acquainted with the Lull effect. I cannot find exactly which Lull came first, but let's going to assume that in the same year we got the Three Houses banner with Dimitri, Edelgard, and Claude and Violets. But both Dimitri and Claude has lulls on their kits. Base Dimitri, base Claude. And some people may say that lull skills are getting weaker, especially since many got disappointed with the tier 4, but that's another topic for another day. And lull being a B skill has becoming a little bit more competitive because we have the Null follow-up, the dodge skills from the melee weapons that are like repel, spurn, velocity, special spiral, especially if you're a mage. There's like flow skills like flow desperation, desperation 4. So there's a lot of new things that are competing on the B slot. So that's maybe why people think it's weaker, but it's actually a really strong effect to have, especially if they have it on a weapon, because you can cancel the bonuses on your foes, and makes it or easier for you to check them. Unity for the longest time was king, and it's not like it's not longer king, but now it has counters, and it didn't have counters for the longest time because you could unity stack with the weapon, you could unity stack with an A skill, you can unity stack with grand strategy. And it's funny because the moment legendary Robin male dropped, grand strategy was not tied to a dual skill, making it a permanent status, so it's easier to stack it than bonus doubler. Even though you can have bonus doubler weapon, bonus doubler A skill, bonus doubler status from legendary Elwood, for example, and bonus doubler seal, so you can quad stack it. But as I said before, it was shut down easily by Lull skills, those skills, panic, any of those skills, and you were doomed. Like, you would look like a clown. And there's no single skill that shuts down completely and so hard like Lull does to bonus over. The same for unity stacking. There's no such skill. You need to have like many different skills. You need Panics mode for effect that is full penalty dollar. You you need the sabotage status that was introduced with Young Mark plus Link. Um, but I don't have them, so I have here Lycitia to show you that she has the sabotage status. Um, you also need a vulture weapon, either by I think sword, lance, or the colored tomes, or the preferred weapons. Like for example, Male Morgan, he has the vulture effect, or what we used to call the Plagian effect. So you needed to stack many different skills so you can counter the unity stack. So it was never on the same field. However, there are new ways to make bonus double work. How, you may ask? Well, I used to call it proxy bonus doubler, but thanks to one new unit that we got, and that was Halloween Chimera. Halloween Chimera introduces to bonus doubler 4, where it says that that the skill will look for the highest bonus between you and your allies within two spaces of the unit. And sure, you can panic your the foes can panic your allies, but we also have the null panic status. And you know what? This video has been Garrick propaganda. You wanna know why Garrick is such a fucking good unit? You don't need to be next to him or within two spaces. You can be here, and your ally can be here, down here, and as long as they have less HP than Garrick, they're getting his bonus. And you don't even need to refine his weapon to get all the stats. You get the null panic and the neutralizes unit penalties. So you can copy the effects. Here, let me show you. It doesn't matter with who. He's going to give Soren the stats. See? And you can have a bonus dollar for weapon, a bonus dollar for skill. If they have a preference skill that has bonus dollar 4, then even better, especially if their skill is not an A skill, so you can double stack it, but I don't think there's one. Well, maybe legendary voice. Then his are on his bonus dollar skill is actually on his skill somehow, if I recall correctly. And the funny part is the same banner that gave us the new skill that you can work with Garrick introduce you with Pumpkin Steam, which is a bonus dollar red tome and a bonus dollar sword. And Kellam is free. You can pick him anytime. The only way to counter is by ploy, but only if you have the bonus dollar status. So if you have the bonus dollar status, it cancels the status. It doesn't cancel the effects, as far as I'm aware. So in order to counter bonus dollar 4, you need someone to cleanse your statuses, and there's only one unit that can do it. The only unit that can get rid of your null panic and penalty neutralization is actually Toki. Toki's duo skill. That's the only unit that can do it. And that's only for one turn. For one turn, you're useless. But the rest of the time, you're still getting your skills. I cannot get countered by Embla's feud effect or feud in general, because feud essentially blocks drive effects, and bonus $4 is not a drive effect, it's a skill from your unit, so it doesn't counter that. And I can sense that IS is going to give us the ultimate stat. It's going to be called, instead of Arcane Staff, it's going to be the Cleaner or the Cleanser, because we have the Cleaner, which is a dagger. It's going to be called the Cleanser, and it's going to literally cleanse all status on your foe. That's the only thing that I can see them do, but who knows. Alright, this was all for this video, and I hope this raises awareness on Garrick, on these weapons, and the potential that they have. Thank you very much.